Justin Tucker set to kick off.
Get ready to settle in for an entertaining 4 quarters. The AFC-NFC Pro Bowl underway from Las Vegas. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. So out comes the NFC for their opening drive. Under center is a 6'2", 225-pound signal caller, Rodgers.
I think Rodgers is one of the poster boys for persistence and belief in self. Because coming out of high school, he had 0 scholarship offers in the D1 level. Went to a junior college, went to Cale, and just blew up there. And then, of course, as a first-round draft pick, but a lot lower than what he expected in the first round, and then had to sit behind Brett Favre for a few years in Green Bay before getting his shot. Now he's probably one of the better quarterbacks that we've seen come down the pipe.
A full left side to start the drive is complete. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Complete.
That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Number 33, Dalvin Cook. The ball.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 3rd down.
An early test for this defense. Here we go on 3rd and inches. Here's Rodgers. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Good for an MF.
That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd.
46-yard line.
On play action. Rodgers. And look out, Rodgers lost the football. And that's picked up by the AFC. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. So now you've got their offense coming out for the first time with great initial field position. They'll be led out by the MVP of the National Football League in 2018, the former Texas Tech Red Raider, Patrick Mahomes.
We know the arm strength is certainly there. He's got a big-time cannon for an arm, and that's not a surprise. He's the son of a former Major League pitcher, so the bloodlines come into play. The biggest question for Patrick Mahomes, can he harness that big arm, develop the touch that's needed, and carry his team towards the playoffs?
Now after the fumble recovery, it's Mahomes. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double-team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. And that is caught for an AFC touchdown. Mahomes finding Tyreek Hill. And the AFC has taken the early lead. So the AFC, they won the Pro Bowl the last couple of seasons and off to another good start here.
Yeah, how about that? The first touchdown of this game, how many more do we expect to see?
Hopefully a lot. I want offense in this ball game.
I don't think there's any question about it. Rarely do you get defensive struggles in the Pro Bowl.
Justin Tucker for the extra point. And he's got it to make it 7-0 AFC. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2.
Justin Tucker set to kick off.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. On the return, here's the dangerous Cordero Patterson. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
C takes over 1st and 10.
So now we'll get our second look in this game at the NFC offense. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they felt like they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
And now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. Now let's check on the call.
All right, just call the call. We're going to play it. Come on now.
That time, the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now, depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold him.
To throw, it's Rodgers. Over the middle, that's caught by Adams.
Rodgers pass.
A gain of 6 there on first.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense...
On second down, Cook. And the window closes quickly. He'll only get up to the 22-yard line. A gain of a yard gets them back where they started. Now it's 3rd and 10.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Marlon Humphrey. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. And the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Touchdown! A.J. Brown, 40 yards. And the AFC is able to widen their advantage. Great play, but admittedly, the tackling in the Pro Bowl, Charles, not always the best.
I would say that they're not quite as committed to getting a guy on the ground in the Pro Bowl as maybe during the regular season and, of course, in the playoffs. But still, heck of an individual effort there on that run.
Tucker now to add the point after.
The extra point.
Good to make it 14-0. Well, the offense wasn't out there for a long time, but they were out there for a good time. One play, and they're able to hit pay dirt.
Justin Tucker set to kick off. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the young men. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Ready to begin their next drive here, the NFC offense. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
2nd and 9 at the 34-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
NFC 14, NFC nothing.
On 2nd and 9. Rodgers. He's going to get this one down to Cook. Given 6 on the play, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
Rodgers going to try and throw on 3rd down. Got an open man finding Jefferson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a 1st down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
First down, here's the run with Cook. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
On 2nd down, it's Cook. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. We'll call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
3rd down and 4.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis in this first half of action. Tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete. The veteran Stephon Gilmore able to break that one up.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away. And problem spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. The AFC about ready to take over on offense. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But it's the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
Going deep for Diggs. And that is going to be pulled one-handed. And touchdown. Stephon Diggs. An 80-yard touchdown. And the AFC adds on to their lead. That's what we want right there, ZITY. It's a Pro Bowl. Give us some of these long touchdowns.
We want plays that cover a lot of ground. We want long-distance plays, whether long-distance runs, long-distance passes. It doesn't matter. In the Pro Bowl, big plays are what we're all looking for. defense.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. Another attempt now from 5 yards further back. And it is now 21-0. Those are the ones the offensive coordinators dream about. One-play drives from that distance. What an effort. It results in the touchdown.
Justin Tucker set to kick off.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And this carries into the end zone. And Patterson will not return it. It comes out to the 25.
At their own 25.
And you see Dalvin Cook and the offense heading back out. They haven't been able to get him on track. They haven't been able to get this offense on track. No points so far.
Maybe it's time to start doing a few different things. Throwing the ball a little bit. Maybe featuring other people touching it for a while. And then you get a chance to come back to him when things have changed a little bit. They have to make an adjustment.
Still time for him here as we sit in the second quarter. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. This one brought in by Jefferson. And he gets this one just shy of the 40 to mark him down at the 39. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Looking to throw on second down. Rodgers, catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. Now the NFC going to call the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. Now the NFC going to take a timeout, their second, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Rodgers. Open man, he's got him, the tight end Hockenson. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line.
10 more yards.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on second and less than a yard.
On the pickup.
Rodgers again now. Right side, it's the tight end Hockenson. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
6-yard line.
Rodgers to throw once more. Complete. Jefferson the target. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. Right hash mark, a 42-yard attempt. And his kick is indeed good. And the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18.
Well, no surprise there. Extremely reliable during the regular season. Bailed his team out time and again. Knocks another one through, this time in the Pro Bowl.
That'll be taken about a yard deep.
So we have hit halftime of the Pro Bowl with the AFC leading the NFC as we are off to Orlando. An abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Fights loose, but he breaks through another tackle. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
Birds on the return. The AFC takes over 1st and 10.
The AFC offense now set to start this third quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Second half begins with a run by Henry. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Derrick Henry all alone. And they will finally get him down, and now penalty Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Derrick Henry. And he will take this in for an AFC touchdown. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the AFC is able to widen their advantage.
We know that the big guys won't get the credit, Brandon, but we also know that that touchdown belongs to them. Excellent job of clearing the way for their running back.
Now Tucker to add the PAT. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. Broken tackle. Shrugs off another. And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful.
Partner, that type of a lead, and they're going to fake it from the 15 to try and pick up a 2-point play instead of kicking it through the posts. Come on, man. Put that in mothballs. Come on. Come on. Don't do that.
Put that in mothballs?
Yeah, preserve that for it. That's an ancient relic, faking it. I can understand you want to rub it in a little. You fake it when you snapped it from the 3. But from the 15, mothball that bad boy, just like my grandmother had.
Yeah,
in her attic, the stuff she used to preserve.
It smelled terrible. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. Hopkins on the grab over the middle. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
2nd and 6 at the 29-yard line.
On the carry, it's Cook. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Buying time. The ball comes out. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble. That could have been trouble. The decision to scramble almost got him the first, just short 9 yards, and it brings up 4th and inches.
Well, that was a big oops right there. But how about his ability to correct it? Loses the football, able to get it back himself.
Yeah, pounced right back on it, keeps possession. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. The AFC offensive unit getting set to take over. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down. Here's Mahomes to throw. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. 30. Past the 20. And all the way in for the touchdown. Keenan Allen, an 80-yard touchdown as his guys continue to pour it on.
Okay, we need to double-check here with Marvin because he keeps all of our good stats, but what I've got is 5 drives, 5 touchdowns, and they've got a nice, healthy lead.
Well, after the first drive, we thought things might be clicking. They're really clicking at this point. They're clicking about as much as they can click.
And
I just said click a lot.
Yes, you did, but that's okay because the guy who's coordinating the defense, trying to slow them down,
good luck.
He's going to have hair that looks like mine very soon. Not much of it.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And Patterson will not return it. It comes out to the 25. The NFC offense heading back onto the field. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well, as you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
They run it again with Cook. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
Throwing now is Rodgers. He's got the completion to Hopkins. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. And they'll get 14 yards out of it and a fresh set of downs. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Rodgers now on 1st down. Rodgers lost the football. And that's picked up by the AFC. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, you'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. The AFC set to take over on offense. And it's great to see the stars all out in one place, but in terms of football, what's really great to see is a very entertaining Pro Bowl as we are tied in the... And he will take this in for an AFC touchdown. Derrick Henry, the 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the AFC able to capitalize on the fumble recovery as it leads to 6 points. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
Tucker now for the extra point. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And he will not make it to the goal line as his try for 2 is going to come up empty. But that's little consolation to this defense as they have been porous all game long.
Well, I have to admit, I'm scratching my head a little bit here trying to make sense of what I just saw. Number 1, huge lead. Just kick the extra point and be done with it. Number 2, if you are going to go for 2, just line up and go for it from the 2-yard line. Why make it so difficult? That's a long way to go to try and pick up some points.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The NFC takes over 1st and 10 at their own 30.
The NFC about ready to set up shop offensively.
And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. So what again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
At the 38-yard line.
To throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers. That'll be complete to Cook. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling almost on the spot.
Well, the pressure gets home, and the AFC comes up with a sack.
Rodgers.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So the AFC with the football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. A first down run with Henry that time as he maneuvers forward for about 4 yards. They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
They'll run it again with Henry. Escapes the defender. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
I know we're in the era of wide-open football, a lot of spread formations, more space, but there's still a spot for power football, and we just saw some of it right there. How about that run?
Yeah, breaking the tackle, and, you know, late in this game, he wants the football in his hands. He's had a good day. A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. Mahomes going to throw it here. Going deep for Diggs. Man, it's caught inside the 10. And he's able to get this way down deep into enemy territory. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence, because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
Well, they certainly have the look of a team with something to prove, don't they? All week, as we prepared for this game, we kept reading about how they said they're going to play a full 60 minutes this week. Has nothing to do with their opponent. No disrespect.
Oh, and now they're going to fake it.
Another not asking me, but I'll give you my opinion anyway. I think it's time to erase that play from the call sheet. I guess they figure with the big lead they can experiment a little bit. But all in all, just go ahead and put that play on ice.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And Patterson will not return it. It comes out to the 25.
25-yard line.
The offense for the NFC ready to get their next drive started. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. So, Charles, final thoughts on this AFC victory?
Bottom line, nobody appeared to be seriously hurt. That's the first thing we look for in this game. Well played, a lot of fun, a lot of excitement. I think that everyone's going to go home pretty happy, especially the AFC.